If you would like to fill the viewers in on the team rosters and such, I'm going to go make a quick announcement so people know that this game is live. This is a really impromptu game, guys. We were waiting for like 2 hours to see if this game was going to happen or not, and we weren't sure. But it looks like it is going to happen, so go ahead, sir.
Yep, so on Team Whatevaz, we're actually going live, but I'll do this real quick. On Team Whatevaz, we have Moose, also known as Dusty. We have Bravo, Sam, and Han. And this is coming in real quick. Everything actually gets shut down, so I don't even really need to cast anything. So on Polarity, we have Asian, we have No Comment, Fever, and Dawkins. And this tank's already up, kiss me. Don't know if you're still making announcements.
Oh no, I didn't even get to make the announcement because I had to go right into cameraman work, but the tank will be up in the hands of Asian here for Team Polarity. Obviously, Whatevaz will be over on your survivor half, and Polarity will be on the SI first. Asian's actually going to back up for the car right now. We do have both war rooms as well, I tell you guys, so we will be pushing this over to a war room sooner or later, but he's just going back for the car right now, so we'll keep it here. And go ahead and take away for a bit. I'm going to try and finish this announcement.
Yep, Asian just really moving this car into the position he wanted in when he decides to commit his tank, obviously. He'll probably end up putting it in the gas station area or leaving it outside so the survivors can't push. So this SI hit's actually an out thing to go in. We used to see the smoker lead with a pull. Charger's looking for a charge with a pull target. Well, there he gets cleared though. Jockey's running the road in just for a distraction, but they couldn't really get anything. Survivors move up a little bit for some chip, but they realize the tank has gone behind the warehouse, so all he's really going to do at this point is maybe he might even try to get some hitbox rocks. As we see, he actually might get it here. But no, they are aware. They do shoot the rock, giving him a little bit of rage.
Yeah, for you guys wondering, we don't have the caster plugin that's on the server yet again. It is Polarity server. They were working on getting it installed, but unfortunately it is not finished just yet. So we are going to be without the caster and all that good stuff. But we'll try and make do with what we can here. A lot of first-person specking will be happening, to say the least. But yeah, looks like Asian's going to start playing with this car. He's not second past at 35%, so we're going to go and toss his way up to a Polarity war room and let's see how they play out the rest of this tank.
That's good.
Nice boom, nice boom.
When do you want
Get
support?
the down first, let him
Take
get the
that
down.
in cap. Oh, cool.
One more. It's down.
Alright.
Alright,
You
let's
should go. See if you can get a kill on that. Like, just try to get the hit over there. Or that works.
Oh my gosh, what the fuck?
We're back from the war room of Polarity there. That was the first tank for them up in the hands of Asian yet again. And only one in-cap coming out from a really nice double boom to actually go on top of it as well. I'm surprised more didn't come from that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's to be expected. All the members of Team Whatevaz are very skilled in like their own right. They may not be excellent as a team. They are definitely really good. So in that big open area, there's not exactly too much you can expect from that tank. He did pretty well considering.
Yeah, he did alright. They actually wanted to go for the kill in the war room. They were telling Asian to go for the kill with the car. But unfortunately, he was sitting at 1200 HP when they actually made that call on him. And he just wasn't able to get the car back in time. Two Uzis were on top of him, and the boom cleared off him momentarily afterwards. But an attack coming in here, Smoker tongue getting cut in the back on one of the trees. Jockey getting shut down immediately upon going in, and Charger not going to find anything, just ramming himself into a bunch of trees right there. And that will be an attack up and down for Team Whatevaz.
Yeah, and like you said, pushing up here, that hit didn't do a whole lot, so they should be able to make it to the boat and hit the event button before they have the next hit up. This, essentially avoiding the death charge, or the possibility of one anyway, and we do see a pause.
Yeah, and just to reiterate once again, this game, we weren't sure if it was going to happen tonight. We were waiting for Han to get back online. He finally did come online, like, literally 5 minutes ago. So, Han, who is playing in this game, is actually, like, still waking up pretty much. I don't know what his sleep schedule is, but it's pretty messed up, obviously. And, yeah, so this game was pretty impromptu. We knew it was probably happening, but once again, we weren't sure until about, like, 10 minutes ago. And then he woke up, like, 5 minutes ago. And, yeah, here we are.
Yes, effective match scheduling.
The best.
Falling asleep.
I don't even know if it was posted on the forums, to be quite honest. I know that was a rule I told Polarity to make sure you guys post it. You know, even if it's a minute before we go live, just make sure it's up there so you can say, look, I did post the time. You know, albeit last minute, it is up there. But yeah, so we're at our first pause of the game here. Tank's already dead for you guys just tuning in. Welcome to the stream. Han did eat a card during the push in with the tank when he did commit. And yeah, that's pretty much all that came from the tank, really. No rocks. One punch landed onto Rochelle, I think. But other than that, everything really got shut down hard.
Yeah. This is a solid recap. But, it seems like we have a few more minutes, or maybe another minute or two before this pause actually ends. Who do you think is going to take this round, or this match, rather? Kiss me?
Ooh. That's a hard-hitting question. I wanted to avoid that. I know we haven't done the prediction video just yet. Oh, that's a toughie.
It has to be asked. I have to ask.
I mean, I would probably take whatever's side just based off of their recent title history and such. Just players on it. You got Sam, you got Bravo, you got Han, you got Dusty. 4 really amazing players. Polarity, I mean, they had their moments in the past though, but they've been inactive for quite some time. They've shown some strong life though in the past 2 weeks of the tournament, so I'm not too sure. I want to say Polarity, but my mind's telling me not to go against what is probably gonna happen. I'm gonna go with Whatevaz. What about you?
I guess I'll have to go against you then. I mean, I'm trying really hard not to change my opinion based on what I've seen so far, just because it looks kind of rough and tumble at the moment. But I mean, it's only been the first few hits in a tank. I'm gonna say Polarity just because of what I've seen in the last few rounds. The last cast I actually did was with them in it, and what I saw was really solid. I have a feeling Polarity's gonna take this, even if this map doesn't go so well for them, which is looking like how it's going right now.
And actually, Fig is joining us in here. I don't know if he knows that he's muted inside the mumble and everything. He just wants to sit on the cast most likely. But he is going to be joining us in the server. I guess just keep an eye on everything. This is the only match happening tonight, guys. Just so you are all aware, it once again is the only match that will be happening. And I know there's one match I heard of that might happen tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes. And supposedly Asian's ping was 2K. So yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it is it's right on my screen. It says 293, but it's not. It doesn't say 2K.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. Yeah, last thing you want is a player lagging during the match, and they do ready up. So I guess his ping has gone back down to normal. Hopefully.
Dude, it has subsided, and he's ready to go here. For you guys also wondering, we will be doing all 4 maps of Swamp Fever tonight. I believe all finales that we played in the tournament, including Parish, which is something we haven't seen in a while. I don't know if it's being redone or something, but there's an attack coming here. Jockey coming from the sidewall with the Charger. Charger getting railed immediately upon entering. Literally ragdolled himself through the sidewall. And that was actually a really nice and fast shutdown there by Team Whatevaz. I mean, they're really strong players, and Polarity is going to have to really step up. I think their Survivor game is where they're going to have to really step up. Their SI is good and everything, but their Survivor has to match Whatevaz, if not surpass it, for them to take the winner, in my opinion.
Yeah, if I had to say anything about Whatevaz, is that their whole lineup basically consists of strong FPS players in general. When you think of L4D2, you don't necessarily think strong FPS players, and these guys are really good at CSGO. We do see this hit coming in, though. Jockey going and gets dead stopped. Luckily, though, the charge lands. Finn does not, however. Jockey goes for another ride, and is not quite able to get him into this. Still quite a bit amount of damage coming up from that hit, though. Luckily, that charger did land.
Yeah, that was actually really well coordinated there by Polarity. They got a lot of spit damage out onto Nick after he got jockeyed. Actually, Coach got jockeyed, and it kind of stumbled Nick into the spit where it wasn't originally hitting him. So Sam actually ended up taking quite a bit of damage from that hit, and then Han also as well took quite a bit, and they both had to pop a set of pills there. So they have 2 sets of pills left, and a witch, which should be coming up very shortly here on the other side of the river. Seeing as how it is at 57%, they could probably even draw it from here. Let me go see if we can find a witch.
One thing I'm noticing is that Sam has not changed even a bit. He's very, very well known for talking a lot in M1, and every chance he gets is a few comments thrown in there. But like you said, when you see Wit,
yeah, she's not in a drawing range though. She's way up behind some brushes even. By brushes, I mean actual forest brushes. I should have just said bushes, but I will blame it on dyslexia. But we do have another attack coming in here. We're going to see a Hunter Spitter with a Boomer and a Spitter here. So a decent amount of damage potential here. Hunter getting skeeted, though, by the Survivors, and Spitter getting shut down just as fast. And now the Survivors are pushing up on the smoke here, looking for the kill. But Rochelle actually gets smoked before self-killing herself. And that will be an attack up and down. Boomer going in, though, managing to get the single boom out onto Coach. And that will be the attack over and done with. I'm going to try and catch up to Nick here. I think he's going for the Witch.
Yeah, he's looking for the Witch. I don't think he knows where it is, though. Rochelle might actually find it first, so they're going for a tag team.
And the Bravo,
Bravo
will
ends
steal
up
it
getting
away.
it. But Coach is kind of lagging behind. There's a bit of a boomer horde behind him. And it's looking pretty good for Whatevaz at this point. Only took really one bad hit in the room. And it's to be expected with the charger and a spit. And we should see this next hit just about ready to come in here. They have a spitter, hunter, smoker, and a jockey. And actually, I guess opting to hit later. I'm not too sure what they're thinking here. Really think they're taking too long to really hit. Finally see it coming in. Hunter spawned, going for DB from the back. Look, he is actually lands at 15 damage. Jockey looks for a ride, denied however. Smoker and Spitter trying to tag team, get someone to spit. Not really able to do it. Comet's gonna get a respawn with that Smoker at about full HP.
Indeed. So we see only 2 main health bonuses remaining on Team Whatevaz. Once again, that is their actual team name. We're just calling them whatever. It literally is Whatevaz with the Z at the end. So I'm going to try and exasperate the Z there, try and make it known that I'm talking about the team and not just whatever. But there's smoke coming in from behind. Lands on the coach. Instantly cleared there by Nick, though. Hunter going in, landing onto Nick. He is one of the main health bonuses, I believe. And I actually know he's not fully temporary, actually. But Smoker grabs a repull out of him, drags him out of the safe room. But they should be able to push in there with all the SI down. And they're going to do just that. Close the safe room door. And they will make it in with a 572 health bonus for the round. And with that completion score of 520, because you have to add in the plus 24, the witch bonus, they're going to finish off the map here with 1,192 points, which is not too shabby at all.
Yeah, you definitely don't feel good if you're the infected team letting that through on the first round of the map. But as I understand it, Polarity's not exactly the kind of team to get themselves down right away, so we should see a pretty similar outcome for their side, I think at least.
Nick, what the hell? You shot the pilot. Well, he wasn't.
Yeah, I think as long as they can keep the survivor play close to that of Team Whatevaz, I think, as you said, it could definitely be a close game here. I'm willing to favor that the tank's not going to do that much more damage here than we saw Polarity's tank push out. But they do end up banging out the first stack here. Charger spawned up behind the train, and they can hear that. And they also hear that Smoker and Jockey over in the right bush. And they know where the tech is generally coming from right now. Smoker going in immediately lands. Charger missing, though, but gets this stumble out on Alice. One punch out on Nick, and Smoker gets a repull onto Nick. That's going to be quite a bit of damage coming out on the first hit here. Not all that much, but still it's more than we saw Team Whatevaz take on their first hit. Tank will also be up in the hands of Bravo himself, who is currently tagged up as Whatevaz, with a lot of duplicates in the letters and such. I'm like trying to think, I'm like, he really went overboard with that.
And this may be a bit subtle, but I just like to point out something, is that Polarity actually opted to bait that hit, which you don't always do. I find it kind of interesting because characteristically, that people like Red Star or Sam and Dusty and them are really impatient, so I'm kind of interested to see that they chose to actually take it really slow. We actually see this hit coming in though. Boomer rocketed it and managed to get all 3 of the survivors. If this charger lands, could be key. He does indeed. He will get cleared though. Jockey hasn't really found a target, kind of just waiting. Bravo ends up managing to get a rock there. Pretty good. Not bad. Gets another one too. And Rochelle's taking a lot of damage from that hit there.
Another rock goes in out into Ellis. This tank in the hands of Bravo is just doing work with these rocks right now. I actually, personally, I would have committed there probably with that double boom and then the charger landing on the opposite side of the fence. But I mean, he's making these rocks work right now, and I'm all for it. I love rocks. I'm debating actually throwing this over to their War Room right now, but tank is going in right now. They have a Smoker gang a pull. There's going to be an incap out on Nick that goes over to a Whatevaz War Room really fast here.
I'll kill this guy. Guys, hit.
Them two is strong.
Agent's got half HP. He's gonna die. If you come back, can you rock him or something?
That's fine.
You can kill Asian. You can kill Asian. If you rock, maybe get out. You can't get him. That was good. Okay.
And we are back from that war room of Team Whatevaz, and a really good tank going out there. Definitely doing work on the Polarity and their health bonus in general. And that's going to force them to pop a lot of sets of pills here, and Fever's really the only main HB left now.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be easy for Whatevaz to find a target, and like they go for a hit right away. The arc stacked up in here, do a lot of spit damage. Rochelle stuck in the back, lands the death stop though. Narrowly avoiding that spit.
I'm not really sure.
I think he's stuck actually.
Yeah, it did warp her, okay. It warped her back to the safe room. What?
Yeah, he got stuck there, and they had to use the Rochelle bot to teleport out. Luckily, they were able to fix that with not too much of an issue. But
And unfortunately, the Survivors did eat a little bit more of an attack there as the spit went down with the Charger also going in. So a little bit of a, I don't know if I'd label that as a mistake on Rochelle's part, but definitely not going the way of her Survivors or teammates' wants, obviously.
yeah, we're seeing them move up here. They're definitely gonna have an easy target for that health bonus there. Just try to go for one guy. We just see this hit coming in. Hunter lands. Jockey will land as well. Spit landed on the Hunter target, and he actually has been hit by a comet a few times. Smoker separated Rochelle for a few moments, doing a fair amount of damage, and these hits just keep doing more damage than expected there, Kiss Me.
Yeah, like I mentioned, I think this is really going to come down to, once again, the Survivor play of Polarity. They're going to have to really buckle down because the SI play of Team Whatevaz is absolutely top-notched. And once again, they just really have to buckle down with the Survivor play. They have to play close, shut down the booms, and really they have to shut down at least one SI capper whenever they push in, or else it's just going to be a hell map for them, really.
This hit's coming in. They go for the proxy, and he actually does manage to land it. We should see this Hunter Jockey Charger coming. Like I said, he's going to come. Hunter Jockey lands, or just Jockey rather. Hunter does land, however, momentarily after. Charger finds himself dead after a few punches. And this is not looking too good because we got two Survivors running on 1 health right now. They just downed one of them. They're going to pick up Dawkins, I assume. There goes no comments.
Come on.
Most definitely. So we're going to see no comment going down to Black and White here. Once again, he was the Survivor that got hit by the car, I do believe. Actually, no, that was Asian. He was Nick. So I'm not too sure. No, comment actually went down. All right, never mind. But he will be. I actually thought that comment was Nick for a second there. But a good pop there coming in from the Survivors. SI coming in here, charges Smoker Spitter, and the Smoker takes, or the Charger I should say, takes the smoke target. And Dawkins is gonna take it down here in the Spit. Spit went down on the table. He wasn't able to get out in time. Nick's gonna get pulled towards the window and clears. And he's going to be a little bit comment locked here. So we're probably going to see Comment die here most likely in the coming attacks. He only has 16 HP left, unless they can find some miraculous set of pills somewhere. There's most likely going to be a death coming out.
Yeah, I don't think there's actually a lot of pills like on the path this map, so there's probably some like way out of the way. Dawkins goes down once again. That will leave him Black and White. We're going to see this hit come in as well. Hunter gets skeeted in his effort to lock down Rochelle. Boomer will find a boom. Well, yeah, there it is. I'm gonna get popped after, but looks like they are gonna try and pick up Nick. Jockey's up as well and kills Rochelle for his efforts. Actually gonna look for some scratches on Coach, gets dead stopped though. Not looking too good for Polarity, Kiss Me.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a huge deficit going out of this map for them. I mean, even if they were to make it with the current health bonus that they have, that being, why? Actually, my health bonus button, oh, there we go. 600, I'm used to looking at the top left for my health bonus whenever we do cast, but because the cast HUD isn't working right now because of the plugin, it's at the bottom. So they have a current HP of 153 compared to Whatevaz 573 when they finish the map. So they're already like, you know, about 400 points down coming to this part of the map, and they're also losing all the distance points now that Rochelle would have given them. But seeing as Rochelle's obviously dead, they're not going to get those points.
Yeah, and like you said before, it's Swamp Fever, so each individual map is even worth even more than usual. There's usually a 5-map campaign, 4 maps is worth, each map is worth a lot more than usual. It's not really okay to go so far behind on the first map like this, and it's looking like they're gonna wipe eventually. Charger spawns right in front of them, doesn't quite land though. Jockey will find Nick and almost hangs him on the edge, gets cleared perfectly in time though.
Yeah, that was a really cheeky Charger spawn there. I don't think I've ever actually seen any Charger there do that. But Smoker's grabs the kill out onto Ellis, just scratching him down. And now Smoker's going to make his way towards Nick, who's pretty much all alone. Fever going for the crown, though, does manage to land the crown. And the Smoker's tongue breaking on one of the trees over by Fever. And Nick is still all alone here in the back. And there's also a Boomer, I believe, in Ghost Spawn. Indeed it is. Boomer gang popped there by Nick, though. Nick is doing work, and Fever's just kind of tanking it towards the safe room.
And Coach is going to run through this pit, though. They really should just focus on him, and luckily the Comet hit him. Charger was able to land that charge pretty easily. Probably going to see this Smoker find Nick in the end. That's going to be the wipe, because Polarity rounding out this round with distance points equaling 312, and that's going to put them about 900 points behind.
Yeah, that's actually quite a deficit there. Is that really 900? Is that like 800?
No. I can't math. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I think that it's a little less. I think it's like 780. I don't know.
Yeah, it's something like that. I
700. I don't know. We're bad at math. Let's go with that. I'm pretty sure it's 780 though. But yeah, so going into the second map here, we're gonna see Polarity down by quite a bit actually, and this is gonna be a little upsetting. But hopefully they can manage to shut down whatever's here, not allow them to make it safe from. And hopefully it's a good tank for Polarity. Hopefully they know how to play it and you know, utilize it a little bit better than Whatevaz does.
Yeah, this tank can be somewhat tricky because if you're a team that tends to be too aggressive, sometimes you can actually end up hurting yourselves more by pushing them because it's really easy for tank to LOS here. It all depends on how the survivors play. Whatever's starting on the survivor side of this map, and Boomer has spawned behind the rocks. You can sometimes pick this Boomer without getting boomed. You have to be careful though if you arc it correctly. Like I said, Coach gets soaked in Boomer Bile. Hunter's bouncing around but gets skeeted for his efforts. Jockey is getting a ride for a few moments, and we do see a bit of spit damage come out. Pretty okay hit.
Yeah, not too shabby. A nice, decent amount of spread on the damage. I think a lot of survivors actually took some damage from the spit. I don't believe anything else really hit them. Hunter got shut down. Boomer, I mean, Boomer obviously got some ticks there from the common, but everything else, you know, just coming in gently. And then we're gonna see another attack gearing up here. Let me turn on my spec cut for you guys. It's gonna be a Boomer charger, Hunter spitter. Boomer getting popped immediately. Hunter coming in from the behind, try and get something happening in here. Does manage to find a land out on Ellis, but charger getting shut down immediately, ragdolling in front of the camera. And then Spitter just spinning down, trying to land on the Hunter, but not being able to find it around the trees. And that's going to give Whatevaz the open field up ahead.
Yeah, those charger ragdolls are my favorite. Sometimes it kind of looks like they're trying to do like a flip. It's kind of like they land on their arm, and it's like, you know, like one of those like 80s cartoons, with, like black guys in New York, with beatboxing and stuff.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh, maybe I have foggy memories, but
maybe you're too old school for me. I actually don't know how old you are.
It's possible.
I think you're older than me.
I'm only 22.
Really? You're younger than me. Wow. Now I feel old. Thanks, Cygnus.
Hey man, I didn't mean to. I don't know.
I didn't mean to, man.
You want me to lie? Say I'm like 30. Here's the hit coming in. Hunter lands it. You just see a boom land on both survivors. One of them spit gets cleared. However, it doesn't take too much damage. That's
certainly. It is also worth noting, I guess, when the survivors did push into this opening before, the Witch did actually get draw crowned there. I believe it was by Coach. So that would be Sam, 14 Whatevaz. And yeah, I mean, not all of the damage going out. Actually, I should take that back. Sam took quite a bit of damage at some point here. I'm not too sure when that really happened. It might have been the spit hunt before that just happened when they turned it down.
Yeah, it was the hit. He was being hit by commons while getting up in the spit.
It's so hard to keep track of everything when I don't have an actual HUD that works. Because then I can like watch the health go down, it's not in the way, and I don't have to like tab to look at it. But with that being said, we're going to see another Hunter coming in from the back. The rest of the attack coming in from the side too. Smoker charger from the front. Hunter going in, getting skied there by the hands of Nick though. And this charger's working his way into the bushes. Smoker not finding anything either. And everything's just getting shut down very nicely here by Team Whatevaz. I don't know if this is poor coordination on Polarity's part, or Team Whatevaz is just literally shutting down everything in the correct order and moving around as a unit.
Sometimes what I find is, even if a team isn't like exceptionally good, just sometimes their playstyles are a good counter to the way certain teams play. Like sometimes it's just a team you have a really hard time playing, and I think this might be for Polarity because Whatevaz is just, like I said before, they have really solid aim. Like they play CS:GO a lot. I see them all the time playing, and this hit's coming in, gonna interrupt me. Hunter's bouncing around. Finds a target on the side there, bouncing around the bush. He's going to get shot out from the air, though. And Jockey as well. We do see a spitter. Boomer's the last survivor, or SI up, and he looking like he's just going to go in for a sack. Probably not going to land. As I said, that he gets popped. But yeah, I think just Whatevaz is really like, they YOLO a lot. And like, they're really, like I said before, they're really impatient, and they tend to run 4 shotguns. However, it does look like they have an Uzi for this map, because it is a little open.
Reloading.
But yeah, I don't think this is characteristic of Polarity to have such weak SI hits.
Yeah, I think Polarity has kind of buckled down. I mean, Swamp Fever is really known for having really tough SI spawns, but with that being said, another attack coming here. Hunter getting skied immediately out of there. Once again, Smoker Tongue getting broken on a tree there by Sam. And Smoker does finally find a tongue, but once again, it's killed off immediately by Sam. And I mean, going back to what I was saying, this map is known for having a really, really, sparsity or lack of, I should say, SI spawns. Like, there's not many places you can spawn. Basically, you have to spawn behind trees, and that pretty much gives the survivors like a go-ahead or a green light to know exactly where you're going to be. And it really shows off good SI coordination from like pretty much map 1 from the get-go. You know like which team has better SI coordination because they just land more hits. And this map is really hard to land good hits on. But with that being said, tank will be up in the hands of Dawkins 14 Polarity. And SI attack kind of running away behind these survivors right now.
I'm just really bounced here. I don't look like he might actually get deagle skeeted by Sam, but ends up getting boomed. Trying to get the skeet. The smoke is going to try and separate Coach. They do clear him, however. Hunter goes in as well to get cleared. This rock actually lands thanks to the pull there. It is a rage rock, but any rock's good in this position.
Yeah, anything to keep the LOS here. I mean, pretty much the way this tank's played, another pull actually goes in but gets cleared instantaneously there by the survivors. But pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, whatever, or it's so hard to say their name in conjunction with what I want to say. But yeah, pretty much what Team Whatever this is going to do here is after each SI attack, they're pretty much going to LOS right behind the trees that they're at right now. Whenever the tank throws a rock, they're going to peek out, skeet it, go back to LOS again. Slowly but surely, the tank will lose his LOS. And as you can see right now, they're going behind one tree each. And yeah, whenever the rock does get thrown, they peek out, shoot it, go back. And as you can see, Dawkins' rage is still going down slowly because they're not hard LOSing, but it is getting the job done. Now that he's pushed so far up, they're going to push into him with the shotguns and actually get some decent chip, about 330 damage. So not too bad. Another rock, peek out, shoot it, go back. And yes, thus is this tank.
This is hit coming in. Charter tries to take the smoke target. Smoke target gets cleared, however. This rock did not land, gets skeeted before landing. And, actually, no, it did land. It did land. Okay, so I was wrong. Looks like Nick took a rock to the face during that SI hit, so that's definitely good for Polarity. Dawkins is playing this pretty well. He knows what he's doing here because he's moving up just enough so that he knows he'll be pushed, so he's not losing too much damage on the chip here, but he is keeping his rage, so that's definitely good. And if you want to play a rock tank, this is acceptable. Like, it's a good trade-off for sure.
Yeah, and with this next SI attack, we might see them try and go after Han or Sam here as they are the two low survivors. They want to try and get that bleed to start, make him pop those pills. Smoker in the back gets the actual slow out onto Nick there. So it's going to put him in that slow range. He's going to have to pop a set of pills if he wants to be fast. And yeah, all the SI are down. There is still boom out onto Ellis, I believe, in the background there. And Tank's going to get pushed a little bit here by the hands of Rochelle and Coach.
And like I said, he's really just trading low, like small amounts of health for rage here. But eventually, whatever's they're gonna learn, like realize what they're doing and just stop pushing. Really, like what you can do is you can do soft pushes and then go back as soon as he starts to run to force him to lose rage, which also works. But yeah, still just playing this tank really slow, playing it rock tank. You normally would. We're gonna see this pincer attack. Pretty much, Smoker finds Nick actually. The Charger unfortunately misses. The rock misses as well. Gets skeeted before it hits the ground. Rock once again skeeted. The Charger really can't do too much, and Dawkins taking, like I said before, just small amounts of chip. He's currently sitting at 4,500, a little under 4,500. And Survivor's still good. They shouldn't be giving him rage at this point. They really should just be forcing him to lose because they should realize at this point that he doesn't want to lose his first pass.
Yeah, if they have any awareness of what the LOS situation is right now, they know that he's still on first pass. I mean, they give him a couple rocks, and obviously they haven't been LOSing that hard. They're going for chip more often than not. And another tech coming in here, Hunter Jockey with the Boomer in the back, I believe that is. And both SI are in, both find targets, and the Boomer does manage to land off of that support. And that's going to be a nice double boom going on top. That's going to stop them from LOSing for a bit here and have to push the tank if they really want to do anything to contest the tank's current situation.
Yeah, tank's slowly moving up little by little, just trying to keep that first pass, trying to get a bit closer. Maybe he can land a rock that can't be skied while it's in that invincibility time, but he actually finds himself in a precarious position. Behind this wooden house is usually never a good place to be as this tank. It's really easy to be pushed. This hit's coming in though. Hunter may even get skied before he lands. Smoker tries to find a target for the Charger, unable to do so though. Hunter does land. May find this rock, no one gets deagle skied, and Smoker getting a few tongue drag takes.
This 5 HP or 5% raid. Oh, there goes. It finally passed the second pass there, and they're going to get more aggressive on this tank as the SI are down here. And they're going to really start trying to hard LOS him or threaten him with a really heavy chip here. And he is down to 80% rage. Second pass, 3,600 HP. And the SI are coming up. It looks like Survivors are going to play this closer now. They're going to try and take a hit here and probably finish off the tank if this attack doesn't land that well.
Yeah, Dawkins, I think he's actually just going to go for some more rocks. I don't see him committing fully at this point, because if you commit at this point, you're just throwing away a tank. Really. You only have 3,000 health. You died in pretty much a few seconds of committing. So he really just has to keep playing the rock tank, even if it like threatens going AI. And he's still being pushed, so I think they think he's lower health than he actually is at this point. But I mean, Dawkins is really just doing the best he can to stay alive.
Yeah, I think they do think that he's lower than he actually is, but Dawkins is going to run up, try to rock at Bravo's face. Unfortunately, not going to land on its target. The tank is pushing right to him. Lands. He only has 200 HP left, down to 4 HP, and gets killed before he can get the rock off. SI Tech is currently going in, though. Smoker lands a pull onto the coach, and Nick goes ahead and shuts down that jockey, then melees the death. And that's actually a decent tank coming out from Dawkins. He did work. Unfortunately, the SI kind of lumped down on that last hit, though. When their stars were finally falling back to the open area again, the boomer kind of missed, and that would have been like critical. If that boomer landed, I think the stars would have kept falling back completely, and that would have put Dawkins back in that same situation that he was in earlier. Still with mid 3,000 HP. And, you know, unfortunately, that boomer just couldn't find the target. They were backed up too far by the time that boomer got the spawn behind the tree.
Yeah, the Survivor, it looks like they're going to come in here. Oh, maybe not even. The Hunter has pre-spawned, so they were ready for that Survivor to come in and check, and I think they're a little too, well, they may even check this together, so they really want pills here, and he does find it, actually avoiding the whole hit. Boomer misses, Hunter misses, gets skied, his Spitter doesn't find a target, really doing any damage, and oh, well played by whatever's there, pretty much juking the whole hit there, and that's usually a really bad spot to be in. That's usually a pretty good hit for the SI there.
Yeah, they had definitely a lot of potential there to do a lot more damage than they did. And we're going to see the current HP of the Survivors, Team Whatevaz, being at 588. So that's a tremendous health bonus, once again, for this map. And we got to see Polarity really do work here and step up on the Survivor side. Because coming in this, once again, they were down by about 700 points. It was like 780, I think it was, or something like that. But the attack coming in here, smoking and shut down by the shotguns of Team Whatevaz. Boomer also laying out onto Alice there. But nothing else is going to find a freaking target. Wow. Like, Whatevaz is just mowing everything down with these shotguns.
Yeah, they're really just setting the... What's the word I'm looking for? I'm at a loss for words. Yeah, they're setting the pace here, definitely, for this second map. As if Polarity doesn't have a good half of this map, then, I mean, they're looking at a really tough game. You only have 2 more maps to complete, and usually you don't make it through the finale. So, I mean, it's looking pretty rough for Polarity already. They really need to make this map happen.
Yeah, they have quite a ways to go here to actually make a comeback happen. But I mean, it's certainly within their ability. I think if they can take this tank pretty well and make it with like 700-800 health bonus, as long as they chip away at that lead that Whatevaz had, I think they could most certainly make the comeback happen in reality. But we will see a quick ready up here from the teams. You will have Polarity over on Survivor half, and over on the SI you will have Team Whatevaz. Whatevaz up by about a 700-point lead coming to this map right now. The score doesn't reflect that because Whatevaz already played their half. So we will go as is. Boomer going in, gets actually a tri-boom inside the safe room. I don't think the SI are going to go on top of that, though. I think that was pretty much just a sack, and they're probably going to wait for the next one to actually rotate in here.
Yeah, Polarity, like I said before, really just taking it slow. They know that Whatevaz are a bit more antsy than they are, so I think they figure if they take the patience game, it'll work in their benefit. This Hunter is pre-spawned over there, by the way, behind the bush. I didn't really see him, so he may just end up trailing them and maybe looking for a wall pounce. This hit here, and like I said, Hunter tries to find his target, doesn't quite find it. The Charger does, though. Spitter hasn't spawned yet. Charger tried to separate Coach, and the Spit doesn't really find a target. Still, quite a fair amount of damage coming in from that second hit. Kiss me. Yeah, it was the second hit.
Yeah, it was like a 1.5 hit or something, because only the Boomer went in during the safe room hit, and then the whole full thing hit there. But yeah, definitely a good hit there coming in from Team Whatevaz, doing a decent amount of damage, especially there on the Fever and a little bit on the Common. And we will see the Witch up in play now. We're going to see Fever going for the crown. No SI just yet to actually assist the Witch. But with that being said, Polarity's going to run right up, get the crown. Easy 20 points for them. We're going to see that Hunter spawn up in the back. Not too sure if he's going to commit here. I think they might as well wait until they try and trigger the airplane, because this is kind of a bad spot to hit him.
This is also pretty characteristic of, well, whatever team that Dusty and Bravo have been on in the past. Hunter kind of spawns up, tries to make them not think about it. Just gets skeeted though in the end. Jockey's really not in a good position, tries to go in after the smoker. Gets killed though. Boomer, for his efforts, finds a barf bag. But they will probably just go and hit this button here and not really mind the horde too much.
I guess that's something that should be noted. For you guys that don't know what a barf bag is it's been around since Left 4 Dead 1, like the original cast. I think Twiz was Twiz one who trademarked that, or was that Moosey?
I think it was Twiz, and Twiz was also the one that said, like, if a boomer lands on 3 survivors, it's a 3-bag.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was Twiz. But we have an attack coming here. Charger landing momentarily before getting cleared there and releasing Coach from its grips. Hunter also lands onto Ellis, and everything else getting shut down in sequence. And we will see, actually, Coach being slow here. So Fever took a bit more damage there on the way back, obviously. And now he's going to be slow here. He's not going to pop any pills yet. He's going to try and save those pills for Tank. He's not in a position to bleed out just yet. And I think he'd rather take that first thing cap than start blowing through pills here during this event, because this is a pretty lengthy event.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's actually 3 hordes, I want to say, instead of 2, which is pretty long for an event, especially on this map, on the second map. So they will hold this out for at least 2 more, 3 more hits, like you said. And we should see this hit coming pretty soon. It looks like they're just really refining their spawn points and really waiting for the right time. Rochelle almost gets separated, cleared really quickly though by a survivor team. Charger really not able to find his target, and everything else gets shut down. Boomer hasn't spawned up yet, and like we saw Polarity before, really just the whole hit just getting shut down because there's really no spawn points in the general vicinity of the survivors. They just get shut down before they can get in there.
Yeah, touching back on what we were going on about before, Swamp Fever really showcases your good SI support, or your good SI coordination, to say the least. If you don't have good SI, you're not going to find a lot of damage on these maps, but if you do have good SI, then you're going to find quite a few opportunities to get some big damage. But that attack coming on the Coach on the front, gets pulled momentarily here. Charger taking a little bit of chipping before committing, does actually land the charge out onto Ellis here, but the Spirit got shot down in the back before he could get the spit out. So that will be the attack up and down here. And they do have the Boomer, residual Boomer in the back there. And he's going to go ahead and pop. I guess I just want to get the spawn rotation correct here. But they will have a Boomer in the next attack, or I should say they won't have a Boomer in that next attack because it did die last there. And that's just something with the spawn rotation for you guys that don't also know that. First SI, if you throw an attack in from... as of the SI team, if you throw an attack in, the first SI that dies, you will have that SI in the next attack. And whatever dies last, you won't have that in the next attack. And that can just be used to kind of, manipulate what spawns you get and whatnot. But we have another attack coming in here. Smoker getting a pull out and Ellis on the side. Spit goes on top of that, not going to do that much damage. And Hunter pouncing around, not finding anything just yet. Pouncing around, just climbing up trees and gets skied there by the hands of Dawkins. And I believe that might be the horde up and over with, if I'm not mistaken. And indeed it is.
Yeah, it definitely is. So we'll see the survivors move up here, and they got to jump off the wing to the right to spawn the tank. So probably only send one survivor to do that. It won't be the unhealthy survivor, unfortunately, because if he does get capped, there's a smaller chance of getting capped. I'll probably send, like, Dawkins, because he's second lowest. He's not in a threat of being down by 1 hit, though, so we'll probably see a hit happen as soon as they start the tank, and they're not going to the right, so they're not really getting any more distance. There it is. Tank is up for Team Whatevaz. Dusty in the reins. I'm surprised we don't see a hit there.
Yeah, I was definitely expecting a hit here. Charger Spitter spawn up behind the tree though. Gonna look for the spawns. They do find both the spawns. Boomer spawn up as well. Gets a proxy out onto Nick there. And Spit also goes down to Ellis there for a few ticks of damage. But that will be all she wrote for that attack. It was only 3 SI after all. And a rock coming in here, not gonna find a target though, gets skeeted. And this tank will be up in the hands of Dusty or 14 whatever's. And I don't know if we want to do a war room, because this tank is usually just a rock. There's never really a commitment here.
Well, let's go to the war room. Rock.
Pretty much, and that's if they even say that. They're probably just going to say, hit. That's going to be like every 20 seconds we'll hear that. So we'll keep it here for now. Boomer spawn up and back, not going to find anything. Gets immediately popped there by the hands of Dawkins. And yeah, we're going to see this tank just playing out. Actually lands a free rock onto Ellis. And that's really uncharacteristic. But another rock going in there and not going to find a target, skeeted out of the air. And this Hunter's still looking for DP as well on the side.
The tank almost lands a rock and Rashad was playing peekaboo with the smokers. A little funny to watch, but a little fun fact, I guess. Rock tanks are actually Dusty's favorite, so he's probably loving this right now. A little bit harder when it's against a team that knows what they're doing, but he will probably play this best out of any member on Whatevaz. Really just... SI finally finding the spawn. Thunder gets skeeted for his efforts. Jockey finds the right on Ellis. Doesn't land the rock though, unfortunately. This Boomer is really just setting up for them to push. And does indeed get it on only one survivor, but one's more than enough. And this Horde's actually coming from up front where the tank is.
Wait, what's wrong with my voice, Super? Super, I will ban you for making fun of my voice. I'm kidding. I'm sure you love it. All the ladies love it. But yeah, we see this tank still playing out here in the hands of Dusty, doing some bits of work here, and not really getting all that much damage out just yet. More of his SI doing work, but another free rock on Ellis here. I'm really not sure what else is doing, but he's eating 2 free rocks that I've counted so far. And another rock going in here and getting it skied out of there, but pretty much Polarity's in a position right now where they have 2 people bleeding out almost entirely. Fever should be popping a step hills here. Dawkins could use another one. And I would just pretty much get really aggressive on this tank. I mean, it could end horribly if a Boomer lands on you guys while you're like backing up towards the open area. But, I mean, it's not looking good. They're eating a lot of chip here.
Yeah, it's... Gotta be careful. Okay, Fever does pop as well. I was gonna say, if he doesn't pop soon, it's gonna be pretty bad if they commit and he gets rocked or something and he just goes down immediately. But since going in, Smoker can't really find a target, keeps getting juked by this tree here. Jockey gets cleared immediately, Hunter gets skeeted. May see a rock here, and no, Fever just narrowly avoiding that. Expecting the juke there, Dusty was. Again, apparently I'm talking like, yo, that Fever eats 1 rock. And this is just... It's already been more damage for Whatevaz, and they played pretty much the same tank, so Polarity is just playing a little bit more sloppy. We're seeing still some curve rocks coming up from Dusty, not really able to land that one though. And he's trying to stay as close as he can while throwing these rocks, because the closer you are, the easier it is to land rocks, obviously. And Jockey has spawned up a little early, maybe trying to just distract the survivors a little bit in preparation for this hit. Maybe hoping to get that Boomer to spawn behind the survivors. And we do see this push happening. Charger spawned up at the back. Probably going to get shot down before he can land the charge. And like I said, gets killed before he really does anything besides charge. And Tank's in a not so good position anymore, guys.
Yeah, I mean, the survivors should definitely know at this point they've done quite a number on the tank here, chip-wise. And if I were them, I'd keep getting as aggressive as Ellis is right now. They can easily get the kill. Tank is down to 700 HP. And if he lands this rock, rock doesn't land on Ellis. But the tank only has 600 HP left, and they should continue pushing him. Please kill the tank and move on. I mean, it's so close. 200 HP. Don't eat a rock, for love of God. They could get the like. I'm rooting for Polarity. I want it to stay a close game. You know, 700 points isn't that bad, but I know that goes in here and gets the incap out onto one of the survivors in the background there. And this rock going in does find Nick there, and that is health bonus. So Comment going to eat a rock there. It takes away 24 HP. And another rock going in, not finding a target. I think they clipped the top of the bush if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, now Polarity is going to be forced to push forward. There's really nothing else they can do here. Rock once again going by Dusty, not going to find anything. And this tank's going to try and actually keep LOS. I guess he doesn't really want to send it AI. He'd rather try and land some rocks. So he's going to keep up with them.
Yeah, but we'll probably see it go AI even if he's trying to keep frustration, and that rock won't land. So there it is. It's AI now. We might see the hit in the house, but it looks like they're opting to actually go a bit sooner, maybe get the AI, take a rock, and here comes the charge on Ellis, pushing him forwards towards the tank, and here's the AI. Will he land? And no, hits the tree. AI was not programmed to avoid obstacles, so this rock will not land either. A little very short. Smoker does separate Ellis, though, getting him in catch. We even see a rock on the... Oh, no. Gets skeeted, and tank finally goes down.
Were you about to say a rock on the incap guy?
Yeah.
What, is he trying to get rage?
I thought for a second the AI was going to hit the incap guy because he just got incapped and the tank was still throwing a rock, so I thought maybe the AI would get confused.
I see. But we will see Polarity continue to push away throughout the map here. HB is once again held by Asian and Comment for the most part. I mean, there's nothing really to really speak of from Fever and Dawkins, so all the HP is on Comment and Asian for the remainder of this map here. And we'll see if they can make it safe from. I hate this HUD. Like just the vanilla HUD is so obnoxiously large. Like it takes up literally half the screen. Like, and it's just really annoying me right now. Whenever I tap, I'm like, oh my god, it's like it's killing me inside. I hate it. But and there's not coming in here, film team whatever, smoking and pulling the back. Jockey also going out, trying to latch on to Alistair. Does manage to find the latch onto him. Gonna drag him forward. He is not one of the health bonuses, but he has gone down quite a few times. And actually, Fever will take it down here in the back due to the spit that was put on the water. I was gonna say on the ground, but then I realized they're just staying in like waist deep water. Boomer also going in, lands a nice double boom out onto Nick and Coach. And that will be another decent attack coming in there from Whatevaz, and that's going to really slow down Polarity progression here. Hopefully they can get out of here before the next attack, though, because the end little choke here before they make up for the road is actually quite narrow.
Yeah, you can get a lot of spawns in this area. And like I said, this hit, they're trying to make this hit work in here. Hunter gets skeeted, though, even though it just was kind of a distraction maybe for the Charger to get a spawn, and unfortunately they weren't able to get it. Polarity, though, is looking pretty okay here, actually. Wasn't looking too good earlier, but they are gonna. Looks like they are gonna make it actually Asian with 86 solid health bonus, and that's pretty darn good. This jockey is really just kind of distracting, I guess. Maybe gonna try and find a way to hit survivors from across the fence, and the sit's coming in. Finally, Charger gets not quite level, but does take a melee hit and then gets shot down. Boomer finding Ellis, and this jockey really didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, I think Asian is, or not Asian, but Dawson's actually lagging a little bit, or at least on my screen, because it looked like he was warping. But yeah, so Polarity will make it in the safe room, definitely not with the health bonus that they wanted, though. Only at 348 compared to the 568 that we saw Whatevaz make it with. So they're going to drop by another 200 points here, approximately, going into the next map. And we're going to be out 900 point lead, I believe. Yeah, actually, no, it's actually exactly 1,000 point lead here for Team Whatevaz. And Polarity needs a wipe. I mean, there's no doubt about it now. They need to wipe with this tank, and they got to make safe room with quite a decent health bonus, to say the least. They need at least 300 with the full distance.
Oh, zombie swap.
Yeah, distance alone will carry them here. So, definitely what needs to happen, like you said, is a wipe. Polarity needs a wipe. Whatevaz needs to slip up somewhere on Survivor for that to happen, and their Survivor's just been looking so solid at this point. You know, it's hard to imagine them making a fatal mistake on this side, so we'll just have to Polarity really have to step it up with their infected side, make a wipe happen, maybe hope for a miracle, although I don't think they need to rely on that, so we're going to see this map 3 begin here. Polarity uninfected and Whatevaz on Survivor.
Oh, certainly, we're going to see the first attack gearing up right now. Jockey Hunter working the way in with that Spitter Boomer for support. Boomer swapping the save from Hunter getting skied, but it did allow for the two servers to get boom there. So a good distraction by the Hunter, making use of his life and letting it not go in vain is the Boomer. Landing that double cap, or double Boomer, I should say. Boomer landing on double cap. Yep, that's correct, Kiss me. That's always correct.
The Boomer's able to capacitate two.
We should install the mod for like.
Holy moly!
We should install the tank mod for Boomers, where all the scratches are literally tank punches, and it throws survivors like flying into there's like 50 damage or something. You know, add some DLR into here. But we will see the witch spawned up here. I believe she is up top on the dock somewhere, or she might even be on the ground. But Coach is scouting for her, not finding her just yet. And there is an attack looking to make the win here. And yeah, as you guys can see, Swamp Fever not that graceful with these spawns and not that gracious and plentiful in them. And it once again, it definitely shows off your SI score and everything. Jockey can jump when it captures you. That'd be fun. Another attack coming here, and Charger does manage to find a cap out on Nick. Their spit goes down on top of it. And that should be a good amount of damage going on Nick. He might try to side drop down. No, he runs backwards out of the spit off the dock. And he does still take a decent amount of damage there, that being Han. And Witch is up, gets crowned there by Bravo immediately. And yeah, we're going to see them trigger the tank here pretty soon. Let me pull up my spectator HUD here. And trigger, thank you. So, the tank will be up in the hands of Comment, I believe that says 14 Polarity. And Comment, once again, this is a pretty pivotal tank. They got to get the wipe here.
Yeah, we're already seeing some chip come out from the Deagles here. Not a whole lot of damage, just because the distance damage fall off is prevalent in this game with I think it's actually every gun except hunting rifle has this damage fall off. So tank's not taking a whole lot of chip. That being said, distance is really key here. As long as he keeps the distance, he can keep rage. Because chip isn't a whole lot. Hunter gets decimated. Oh, the Boomer is able to drop in and land on 3 of the survivors. And they're definitely going to go into this house here and just cut off line of sight with the tank. So what we'll probably see him do here is just, if he starts to lose rage really fast, he'll probably jump into the water, because you can go backwards and get on the fence there and get back on the house. Just not really an ideal position to be in, just because it's so easy for them to push you. And if the hit doesn't go well, like I said, this hit goes in. He isn't opting to go down though and trying to land a rock through the door. Hunter lands for a few seconds. Surprisingly, he'll have to deal a bit of damage before being cleared. The Smirker's still alive. It's really just trying to get him a rock, like a miracle rock or something, through a pole, and not really able to find it. Piss me.
Yeah, he hasn't really been finding anything here that will land on the survivor just yet. Really, his only hope of actually landing rock here would be actually if he pushed up into the water, had an SI attack going, and kind of threw the rock through the window. But I think Whatevaz is a little bit too accustomed to that tactic, and they're going to push right out of here, take the hit from the SI. One boom does land on the coach. They're going to push him back into the room here. And Smoke gets shut down. Hunter pounces around looking for something, and Rock's going to completely miss survivors. So good spatial awareness of the survivors there, making sure not to eat that rock while dispatching of the Hunter. And yeah, this tank's got nothing to work with right now. Gonna just go ahead and punch a door there out of rage. And yeah, I mean, Comet's got to make something happen here. He's probably gonna have to commit here with the next SI attack. And if he doesn't, he's definitely risking losing this tank to LOS.
Do you want to throw it to a Polarity war room when he commits, or? Might be interesting to see what they're going through right now. Kiss me?
What was that? Oh, throw it over to a worm? No, I was just reading chat. There's so many, like, troll faces in chat. It's just, like, amazing to witness. But yeah, we'll go ahead and toss this right over to a Polarity war room for you guys.
Interesting. Can you pull, coach? Alright, we gotta help him out, boys.
Just there. Go.
No, this is quite the,
Let's go. Take coach. Take that info.
okay.
And we're back from that war room with Team Polarity there. You can sense that their voices are kind of, you know, distraught at this point. They're a little down. I have a feeling definitely tank wasn't going the way that they wanted to. They got one incap out onto Sam out of it. And, you know, obviously Han's still having a little bit of HP missing there. But everyone else on the team is looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, that was a little brutal. I didn't really expect that. Usually you don't tend to kite the tank, but they did a really good job of making sure that tank didn't get really any punches except for the Hunter survivor. And the Hunter gets completely removed from the game. As soon as he lands there, Smoker really not able to do a whole lot following the boom and the spit. Not much either.
Damon literally just came in and removed the entire Hunter file from the game and put out a patch. Where'd the Hunter go, guys?
I know, it's like, I don't know, it's just like I was surprised at how fast he got killed. That 4 shotguns is ridiculous.
Yeah, 4 shotguns definitely do work, especially now that it has static spread on and everything. The first pellet, or there is always one pellet that goes immediately in the middle of your reticle. So you're bound to land one pellet as long as you shoot directly at whatever you're shooting at. But yeah, we're going to see another attack coming here. Charger missing his drop down spawn, actually. And that's going to allow Spitter to maybe get picked there if he's not careful. He does get picked. Charger does actually also mention find the land. And that's really unfortunate that the Spitter got picked there. So a little bit of a mistake there on the Charger's part, costing their teammate Spitter its life. And we will have a pause coming out here from the hands of Team Whatevaz by Bravo.
Yeah, I think actually there's some information to take away from that, is that it's really all your SI's positioning is really important, because if you get picked as the spitter before a charge, you just feel really bad about it, and there's a lot of missed potential damage. So I mean, this is a little something to take away from that.
That says now Hatter? What?
There's a bit of a joke going on.
But we do have one shout out coming from Simi. Shout out to comment the real Sivo champ. Ooh, calling it Asian. Yeah, I think it was Asian. Asian. At one point, his name was the real Sivo champ. It was like Sivo champ, something like that.
I have a shout out from Lassos a long time ago that I kind of forgot to read. So it was a shout out to Acer before Death Charge. Oh shit. I kind of read the oh shit part in Coach's voice.
What?
I don't
What
know.
in your head? You go, oh shit. But yeah, so we're just in the middle of pause here, not too sure what's happening. Fig saying Bravo famously demanded SS from Asian when he was on Hib's team.
Famously.
Famously. The thing that Bravo was most known for is SS now.
Apparently. I don't remember this. If it was famous, you think I would know. I guess you find that ironic or something. Someone said Bravo went AFK or something. I noticed someone wasn't moving, and then he said someone went AFK. So I don't know why you'd go AFK in the middle of a round, but it must be pretty important if that's the case.
Yeah, I mean the SI attack just went in, so I guess he felt like this is emergency or something, and he felt like it wouldn't really affect either team because the SI was already down. I don't know. Maybe he had to pee. That's my guess. That's usually a common thing. But yeah, for you guys tuning in, this is the first match of the week. It is round 3 of the Really Big Winter Pro Mod Tournament 2015, and once again it is being hosted by Fig Newton's Fever and Deck. And yeah, it's been shaping up pretty well so far. We're into the 3rd week, as I just said. The map of the week is Swamp Fever, and you are watching Team Whatevaz going up against Team Polarity, 2 North American teams. And I guess we should probably talk about the Asterisk game while we have this brief pause here. I know we've neglected to do it thus far. Actually, that won't show for a while, so I'll go back to the screen, because whatever. But we'll start with Team Asterisk. Team Asterisk did get disqualified. Just to touch on that briefly, basically what happened was we were tipped off during actually the protection video that's up on my YouTube that they signed up 4 Smurf accounts, and basically anyone, like, they don't know who was playing underneath all the Smurf accounts, but they knew that there were quite a few people playing underneath them. And what happened was in the match versus Datho, it was Asterisk versus Datho, and there was another tip that was given that people or the admin should pull the IPs from that server, and so the admins did just that, and they found out that the 2 players were MC and Joda. Both those players were actually from teams that signed up in the tournament, so they weren't actually allowed to ring. So let alone Smurf, they weren't supposed to be in that game and playing for Asterisk, and that actually ended up with Asterisk getting DQ from the tournament, and MC and Joda also being kicked out of the tournament. MC part of Illyrian, Joda part of Russian Fury. So that was a big hit for Illyrian, I think, and they were one of the top-ranked teams or seeded teams, I believe, coming into this.
What, Illyrian? Yeah, definitely a lot of really well-known players on that team, so they're going to take a bit of a hit from that. I don't think they will suffer too much. MC is definitely a really good player, though, so they definitely didn't want that to happen, but these things happen. Hopefully they will think to do things differently next time.
Yeah, a little disappointing they're coming out from them, as he was a top player and such on. But we'll see another attack coming here. Smoker Charger from behind. Not going to find any latches, though. Everything getting shut down except for that Charger who lashes on to Coach there for a couple seconds. And, yeah, that will be the attack up and down here. Charger looking for a punch here. Not going to find it. And so another attack well handled there by Team Whatevaz. And they're just showing really, really exceptional survivor play. Even if it's not their SI, they're not wiping Polarity. At least they're showing some really good survivor play here.
This may not be an official shout-out, but I got a shout-out from Fig. Cheaters never prosper, kids. Remember that.
Oh, he said that in chat.
Want to be taken... He did say that in chat, but if we want to be taken seriously as a community, you can't let things like this slide by. It has to happen. You can't really just accept it. And if we want to be taken seriously, cheaters have to be removed from the tournaments, and people who abuse or try to abuse the system will get punished. It's just how it is.
Yeah, and I most certainly will applaud Fig for keeping up with all of his rules and whatnot, setting the standards with all the hard rulings, all the things that people think should slide by. He says differently, and he's done a good job so far of upholding all the rules and keeping things fair for everyone in the tournament. And then he says,
"High five."
Is that high five? Oh, I get it.
High five.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, I'm like, up high five. Okay, you're right. And yeah.
I understand Fig's language. I was
I get it.
with him for a few months. You get around it. You get around it too, eventually.
Certainly. We will see yet again that the second half of the third map gearing up and getting ready to get underway. Polarity on your survivor half with, of course, Whatevaz over on your SI. And you can go ahead and take away this first hit.
Agent says 1 sec, so it looks like maybe they're not quite ready. You don't ready up unless you're ready. Remember that. Remember that, kids. I won't say 1 sec as soon as the round starts. That's silly. It's like Polarity's Agent's got to take care of something before. And now that they're ready, probably see them come out of the safe room here in a few seconds. Looks like Whatevaz is prepped to hit them right out of the safe room. The Hunter is pre-spawned behind the trailer. They don't quite, or the tree next to the trailer. They haven't seen him yet. Usually your character will say something if a Hunter is in the line of sight. Boomer pre-spawns in the back, tries to get the booms. Hunter surprises Nick in the heat of the moment. Take a bit of spit damage, the jockey gets shut down, and oh my goodness. Sam has paused, saying SS and Bravo. He's kidding, clearly. And
God. The SS is going to be real.
oh no. This game, there's too much trolling in this game. We need to stop. Stop it.
Uh-oh. Fig day impatient. The ... coming out. Dawkins posting his screenshot in chat. I'm like 6 out of 10 right now on the mad scale. Oh god. Fig's about to throw another team out.
Oh no, no. You can't, no. We need teams to play a tournament, Fig. You can't remove everybody.
Don't test the team sickness, please. They're all gonna make it their thing to get thrown out in week 3 now. I'm gonna blame you.
But regardless of if there is no teams, this match will finish. You have a Charger, Boomer, Hunter, and a Spitter. Is a okay 2-2. Fully
But you can't read chat. Fig saying if only one team can follow my GD rules, I'll let you figure out what that stands for. Then they're the champions of my tournament. But with that being said, Polarity eating that boom there from behind the rock, and now we're going to see them slowly clear out this horde here and wait for the next SI rotation to come up here. Hunter has pre-spawned on top of the roof up there. They know that he is up there as he pounced up there previously. It looks like he's going for a wall pounce here. I'm going to try and first person him. Actually, I can't get him to time. He pounces down, misses completely on Nick, and will get skied there by Dawkins. And, I mean, they probably won't go for this crown right away because they know that the SI are still up. And with 3 SI still up, this witch is all but free for them. Or all but not free, I should say.
Yeah, interestingly enough, though. Oh, okay, Jockey has. Okay. Well, they did shoot the witch here. And they are going to run it back. The SI is repositioning themselves as well. And the Charger gets a very nice spawn, although instantly cleared by the 4 shotguns of Polarity. This witch will likely die here. Having a bit of trouble finding the target, though. And there she goes, Comet doing 1,500 damage.
I actually completely lost the witch. She entered the house, did a 180, and I guess she ran underneath the dock. That's all I can think of. She ran underneath the dock to survive, and that would actually completely like fake me out as well. I did what I was not expecting from her pathing, but once again, that's a witch for you. But with that being said, tank will be up in the hands of Sam here for team Whatevaz. And, you know, we haven't done a worm in quite some time because a lot of them have been rocks. Unfortunately, there have been a really hard commit. So we'll go ahead and give you guys quite a lengthy worm here for team Whatevaz, and let's toss it right over.
In there, dude. Let's pretend we're going in. Growl, growl, growl. Don't go in the... Fucking rape them, dude. Go in. Wow. That is the worst possible way you could have committed. Like, what? Oh my god! Han!
He's separated. I don't know what I could do there.
You could have not fucking... What? I don't know why you committed that way. It's so dumb.
He's separated. Just get him.
Just get him. Just get him. Super easy. Just get him.
And we're back from that worm there at 14 Whatevaz, and actually really well handled tank there, and actually quite a poor commit there actually coming out from Sam there. And even Bravo, he was like, I don't know why you committed like that. But that's going to leave Polarity with quite a huge health bonus, 832. I mean, they're only about 200 up from where Team Whatevaz finished the round. but that's still 200 points back that they can make here.
Yeah, and interestingly, Big pointed out that Asian had 51% tank damage from that. And yeah, like, I mean, sometimes Sam does these things and he's, I don't know, like, he doesn't really, I don't think he clearly thought that one through, and like you said, the war room kind of showed that, so they definitely didn't take that one seriously enough. We just see coming in, Charger lands with those 2 survivors, and Nick completely separate from the team in spin. He will likely go down here. At least take a ton of damage, and there's a ton of damage. And that was not very good for Polarity, but they will still probably make it in the safe room with a very nice health bonus, assuming this next attack goes well.
Yeah, we'll probably see them take another hit here, point differential-wise, as soon as they do make it in the safe room, as they are currently sitting at pretty much the exact same health bonus that we saw Team Whatevaz make it on the previous half with. So, yeah, it looks like they're going to drop down a little bit more here point-wise. Boomer going and lands a single double boom out on the survivors. That Smoker's still looking for a hole, not able to find it just yet. And a Hunter pre-spawning below, pouncing around, doing some sort of wall pounce up the tree. And now he's running below the house. Coach just finds him, though, pushes him away. And it gets that kill out onto Sam. And survivors shoot the propane tank. I think that did more damage to them than the actual common around them. And that's going to drop them down by actually quite a bit of health bonus. It actually took away like 30 HP from that propane tank.
Yeah, that propane tank actually does a lot of damage to survivors if you're close enough. And that Smoker actually was stuck, so he wasn't really able to get an ideal pull for that particular situation. Boomer landing on the tail end of the survivors. Nick is the only one. This Charger's looking for a charge pretty quick here and is able to get it. Although not in a great position, this jockey may try to find a distraction for him, able to get it for a few moments, gets killed anyway. And this spitter will probably just spin in front of the door and not land at all. And Polarity will make it to the safe room with a 612 health bonus.
Come on now.
Indeed, so they will drop behind by a little bit more here, not much though. It's going to be just over 1,000 point differential coming into the finale. And I'm just going to say it's not all and done just yet. But they got a wipe here with this first tank. We haven't seen a tank wipe come out just yet. All we've seen, or the most we've seen, is a kill come out on the first map, and that was by, I believe that was Bravo's tank, and he got the kill out on one of the survivors. I think it was Ellis. I think it was Ellis. And yeah, so we're gonna see what happens. Polarity really needs a wipe here with this first tank. They got to get the wipe, and then they have to make the boat with probably they're probably gonna need around like a 300. HP at that point, just because Team Whatevaz will get some distance here as they push up to trigger the tank.
Yeah, they're looking at a really hard battle if they let Whatevaz make it to the finale of the house, but it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. So Polarity has a very real chance of winning, and all they got to do is make this wipe happen. And it's got a decent chance of happening if you get some lucky logs. Sometimes you can get a couple end caps that they don't expect, and I mean, that's really all they need, so Polarity's got a really important tank ahead of them for sure.
Most certainly. I'm just trying to read chat and keep up with what you guys are saying. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. All I know is Bangton's drunk, 45's in here, Super's in here. Yeah, Super loves my voice. That's all I get. See Average Joe in here, how you doing? Evan, how are you, sir? Ajax, what's up, man? And, yeah. I have no idea what you guys are saying, though. But with that being said, we're just waiting on Dawkins here to ready up in the game. If you guys have any more shoutouts, go ahead and throw them over to us through PM or in chat, and we'll read them whenever we have some downtime like we do right now. Shout out from Ramirez to Cygnus, Lolsig.
I'm not talking to Ramirez anymore.
I don't even know what that means. It's just Lolsig.
You don't need to know what it means. Just don't say it to me.
Can I know?
No.
I mean, I'm the only one here. No one else is going to hear it.
Nope. Not allowed to say it. My team thinks it's funny to say...
Please.
What?
What? That's all there is to it? Your team just says it? What?
My team thinks it's funny to say that. They said it like 10,000 times during a match, and it wasn't funny. They just kept saying it. They just kept saying LOL saying, LOL saying. They were just spamming it to me during my tag. It wasn't funny.
Oh, God. Don't look at my chat.
God damn it.
All the shoutouts to me, followed by a bunch of people saying lol, following that up by a person's name. Person's name I won't say, because then that would complete the lol. Wait. Anyway, we're going live here with the final map, guys. Nope, I lied. Dawkins faked us out. I lied again. He faked us, refaked. And it looks like we are going live here with the final map here. Team Whatevaz over on the Survivor half with Polarity once again over on the SI. Hunter looking for a big DP here up in there, but falls down. I don't know if he just missed the pounce or got shot there. But there is also Witch up. They throw the attack in from behind, jockeying and shut down along with the Boomer. And it looks like all that will be left for this Witch is that Spitter. Actually, Hunter going in and getting skeeted. And I don't agree with that at all. That was a really messy hit, and I think they should have probably held it. Oh, Rochelle almost completely whiffing that crown. And luckily, Dusty was there to back her up and help her out. Who was that, Rochelle? Yeah, Bravo only got 264 damage on that crown. And Dusty came in, and actually he didn't get the full crown. If all three of them weren't there, Bravo wouldn't even hit.
This is interesting. Look at what they're doing. They're pushing him hard right now.
Yeah, I mean, this could be them getting a little cocky here. I mean, they were leaving themselves open for a big hit. So SI not missing a chance here to attack. Boomer landing a nice double boom out onto Survivors. I think they're going to continue pushing him, though. Rochelle's running forward, and so is Ellis. 2 Survivors falling back, 2 pushing forward. 2 in the back are safe, seeing as how all the SI are down here. Fever's going to take a lot of chip from this.
Yeah, this is pretty stereotypical of Sam and Bravo, like overpowering aggression right now, and they're really just forcing him into not that great a position. If and when the Survivors decide to run back, maybe they just decide that they want to keep the tank here and just fight it through. That log actually not in a great position. If they keep choosing to push this tank, they just need to make sure they don't get capped. Smoker has gotten Alice, though. He gets melee. Tank will corner him here, and I don't know if we want to head to a worm, but feel free to interrupt me anytime because my Survivors are just taking this tank down now. They're all collecting themselves, and Ellis is down, but Tank probably won't find any more targets. Probably just actually going to look to rock here, and oh no, he's decided to go up the infected ladder, and he's going to make it out with like no health bonus, kissing.
Yeah, that was a pretty rough spot for Fever. They really played him well, and they just knew when to get aggressive on him. They saw that he was pushing back up towards the corner and threw that rock. And the moment he pushed up that far and the SI tech was down, Bravo and Sam were all over him. They had a good chance to do quite a number on the Survivors, but unfortunately they couldn't capitalize on this huge separation that they had. And we have an attack going in, Charger landing out onto one of the Survivors before getting cleared. A little bit of damage going on the Survivors here, but really this tank got tanked. That's the best I could get. Don't ask for anything else. That's the best I got.
Surely you can think of something better.
The tank became the tank.
But I thought the tank got tanked, not that he became a tank.
Tank. I don't know. Oh, but Fever is currently playing this tank. I don't know. Tank only has 250 HP left. Hunter going for the DP, not going to find it. Instead finds a tree to land in. And someone going in, getting shut down in the back there. Hunter still looking for something, but can get skied out of there, but they're by Sam. And it looks like Survivors might just push this, because they know this tank's pretty ripped at this point. Boomer finds a target on the Nick here, and Rock gets skied out of the air.
Yeah, this tank probably won't get any more damage. I mean, I'd be really surprised. I think the best he could have hoped for was like to jump and punch while he was falling and maybe get a punch like that, but he opted to go over the safer route and pass it over to AI, and maybe if he's lucky the AI will get a punch here or something. And actually Coach got separated and will actually not see himself charged after the pull. The Sucker took a lot of punches from that charge. He still punched. He almost went down to a Charger, punching him for like 10 seconds while he was standing and not pulled or in capture or anything. This tank actually almost punches through the door, but the AI is so good he missed the door.
Following that tank pathing, I feel a little bit stupider. I have no idea what the pathing is for an AI tank here, but he literally just went up and down the flights outside like 4 times. I don't know what happened. He's like a GPS that's wrong. Like that's what
That's essentially what an AI is.
Yeah, I kind of compare the pathing to like a GPS system. Whenever something goes wrong, I'm like, wow, that GPS is really bad. I'm not going to buy that one. Not really. I don't really say that, but Oh my god. First the witch, now the tank. I really couldn't tell you what that tank was doing. But regardless, yes, Kiss Me does go off of which tank, or which and tank, as to which GPS advised.
Oh my god, dude.
Anyway, we're going to see the Survivors looking to take out this event here outside, jockeying in ski immediately, and Charger hitting an invisible wall, I'm assuming, on top of that fence. Spit goes down top of the Survivors, not going to get all the much damage, though, as they quickly back their way out of it.
I guess Asian wasn't aware that there's an invisible wall there, eventually. It's just, obviously it's not clear as to where it is because it's invisible, but unfortunately he wasn't really aware of what it was. So we should see this tank coming up pretty soon here. That was, I believe that was the last horde. Oh, I am wrong though, there's the second one. After this horde there will be a tank. And whatever's are sitting okay with 2 survivors above 50 health bonus. We're gonna see this hit coming though. Jockey really spawning from really far away, so he's got a bit of a jog ahead of him. This Charger does try to drop it, misses his target. Jockey not doing a whole lot before getting shut down. Charger I thought we were gonna see another Benny Hill there where the Charger's just chasing Ellis around punching him, but unfortunately it wasn't the case. He only got 1 that time.
I hate all of you guys in chat, by the way. They literally like spam just that tank just got ... tanked. Kiss Me 2015. No, Bankton.
Oh my goodness.
It's not okay. Be nice, Bankton.
Just completely committing here for absolutely almost no reason, and I guess it was because he found a target on the stairs, but opting to come kind of back out and maybe go for some rocks on the Gatling gun, likely.
Most likely he's going to go position himself on the Gatling gun and rain hell down upon the survivors.
I don't think, we do see a 25 coming in for Fever. Charger doesn't really land though. Hunter does a lot of damage to Ellis there, and he will see himself down. I don't think Asian's aware you can use the Gatling guns as infected. And he's just kind of using this position now. Yeah, I agree with Fake. He wrote chat, if you guys can't see, it would be pretty baller if the tank could mount the 50 cal.
And just like spews out rocks at the survivors.
Hit Jacob.
Just crash the server. Oh god. But yes, tank will be up in the hands of Asian, doing some good damage thus far with his good SI support. And survivors are being a little pushed now. It looks like they're trying to get some chip here through the floor. They know that they're in a pretty dire situation right now. They have no pills left on them at the current time. They might have some inside the building still. I assume that they do. And yeah, this tank getting a rock ready, throws it at Rochelle. Not going to find its target though. Now Asian will try and rotate. Actually falls down off the ladder, but luckily none of the survivors actually saw him climbing there. So he will do a little bit of splitter cell there and make his way out.
Ellis founding that 50 cal there for
So I wonder if they're
giggles.
watching.
But actually that pipe is like the most annoying infected ladder in the game. Just pointing that out there. I've fallen off that thing so many times. Boomer does land on only Coach, and unfortunately this tank really can't find it. Oh, there he goes. He drops on the Coach, and he will maybe encap him. Decides to switch targets though. Turns around looking for Coach and Alice. They actually end up dying here. What a punch! Oh my goodness, Kiss Me. I can't believe that landed. Ellis may see himself. Oh, dead. Completely dead. He's dead.
Asian does end up dying though as he tries to climb back out there, almost making it back to the roof would have been truly miraculous. And Charger landing onto Bravo inside the house, but unfortunately Nick was right there to get that clear really quickly out onto Rochelle, keeping her from taking an incap from it. And yes, Coach did just die for it. We know. For these guys that weren't paying attention, I think Coach might have died to a common. I don't really know how else he died. But I was looking at him, and then he just dropped.
Yeah, he was outside, and he got died by a common, so...
He got died by a common?
Yes, he did. He got died by a common. I said that
He got died, even Fig's like, oh my god.
I messed that up. I said that on purpose.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Just
Don't
like
even
that.
make it fucking... out of that. I think it's being pulled in the spit, actually, and then finds some sanctuary on the railing there. Scratched a few times, but...
Oh, certainly. So no pills left on the survivors just yet. We're going to see Han and Bravo see how long they can actually tank the rest of this horde for. Please, no more tank puns.
Oh, that's okay. I have a shout out from 45. Shout out to Kiss Me, best caster in A. This tank just got tanked. Kiss Me Plaques 2015.
This tank just got tank. It's so dumb. But anyway, attack coming in here, looking to end the game here. Charger does finally incap out onto Han. Hunter and Jockey both working their way towards her shell, and Jockey will latch onto her. But Hunter going to be greedy, taking that incap and kill away from the Jockey. And yeah, that will be the round there. 14 whatever's getting killed off there. Total distance of 416 plus the 20 from the Witch will be a 436 round for them. Or 436 point round for them, I should say. And now we're going to switch over to Team Polarity, and now this puts them in a position where they need like 1,500, I think.
1,500 points, so distance plus 7.
Yeah, they need like, they need like 1,540 about, a little less than 40. But yeah, so they got quite a ways to go. They need a pretty big health bonus. They need like a 600 HP, I think. Hold on, I can check this really quick. Yeah, they're going to need a 600 HP, and max they can actually have is 1,600. So they need to make it with only taking 1,000 points of HP damage. And that's kind of hard to do. But Polarity, we'll see if they can pull off a miracle like they used to back in the day. And yeah, we're just waiting on comments already up here, and we'll get underway for you guys.
I have one more shout out from Kyo to himself, #1 in South America. I don't think you can really shout out to yourself. Does that work that way?
No, that's not how it works, Kyo. I have a shout out from Lust to Acer in before Death Charge.
I said that one already. He said that to me.
Oh, really?
I said it earlier.
I never pay attention to you.
Oh my god, dude.
It's freaking Fig. Shout out from Fig to Fig. Best tournament in 4D2 history.
Everything I can.
We're going live.
But we will have a boomer spawn up here on the side. Yeah, it's a nice double boom out of survivors. Hunter going for a DP, misses the DP, but still finds the latch out onto Coach. Jockey also latches out onto Rochelle, and that's gonna be a lot of damage down to Coach. Coach is already down below the 50, below the 40, and he's into the 20s, I do believe. And yeah, Fever's gonna be down to 18 HP at this point in time, taking a little bit of chip there from the common. And that was a massive hit coming out there from Whatevaz to open things up here. They're not done just yet.
Yeah, that was pretty sloppy. They didn't even. I don't think they even cleared Coach. He was just being hoarded in the spit, and it wasn't looking good. We may actually see a hit happen on the switch, and Dawkins just goes for it. Not really too worried a whole lot, and we will see this hit probably just prepping for the tank to spawn. I immediately after I said that, I got shoutouts from like 3 people saying, "Shout out to Kyo, best player in South America." So I mean, there you go. There you go, Kyo. Are you happy now? And you can see his tank is up for Whatevaz. Han on the reins. In control of. In the hands of. They're doing pretty much the same thing. They're just opting to push this tank, and Han, it seems like he knew it was already going to happen, so he's already positioned himself in a good position so he doesn't get mowed down with bullets, and actually opting just to turn around, so we could actually see this tank go AI against me.
Indeed, we could. He should be able to regain LOS by the time he gets on top of the house up ahead if they do fall all the way back here. But Rochelle looks like she's going to actually try and pull a Bravo Sam, or Bravo/Sam here and go and push the tank, but he realizes he's all alone. Not the best decision, so he will continue falling back with his team. And Han is on second pass now. He still has yet to work in the log as well. So this is definitely going to put him around that 50. Log goes in, hits Ellis. Beautiful log hit going out onto Ellis there. And even Fig lolling. That was a beautiful hit there by Han. And Tank's going to commit right onto us. He knows that Ellis was just incapped. He gets incapped again. That's going to put him black and white. And Tank goes down and 180s the log away, barely missing a Fig's or Fever's face. Goes ahead and throws the rocks right at Fever's face. Go ahead and hit him again up against the shed. Charger laying out onto Nick. And this could be the wipe here. Rock goes on their shell. Hopefully Nick doesn't get incapped, or could be very deadly here for Polarity. This Tank's going to go ahead and keep pushing around the survivors. Gets incapped out onto Nick. Going to go ahead and toss another rock. Lands onto Fever. That will be another incap. Han doing work.
Holy smokes, Han just going beast mode on these survivors. It's ridiculous. Asian almost calling his bluff there. Han, no, keep baiting, just doesn't want this pickup to happen, and Han has to go in here, and he just led the punch. Oh my goodness. Asian's the last one standing at a roughly 50 health. It takes just now dead. We do see a smoker though. Smoker getting him with it. That's the wipe. Kiss me. Oh my goodness.
Alright, Jockey gonna take away Rochelle from the smoker. Sam's not too happy about that. And indeed, that will be the wipe going out onto Polarity. Beautiful tank there by Han. Almost single-handedly getting 3 incaps there for his team. And that will put the nail in the coffin there for Polarity. So your final scores for the game will be 4,076 points to 2,721 for Polarity. And once again, your champions of this game will be Team Whatevaz. And really, hats off to both teams. Well played. And that was a really, really strong showing there from Team Whatevaz.
Yeah, I definitely didn't think it would end up that way, but they really just took control of the first 3 maps, and I mean, it was, well, the first 2 maps, and it was pretty much game from there. I mean, they couldn't really come back from that huge deficit.